Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Lotus Lounge Podcast. It's your girl, hostess with the mostest, Uma B. Guys, I'm sorry I missed last week, but I had some pretty amazing things happen, and I'm going to share about that first. I got do a little dish, and then we're going to get into our podcast for today. All right. So, for those of you that are returning, welcome back. I've missed your energy. And for those of you that are new, welcome. I hope you subscribe to my channel and you love it. So, last week, why did Uma not put out her podcast? How dare you, Uma? Well, to be honest, I became a published author of my second book, Chronicles of a Spirit Walker. Child, let me tell you, we had the launch on Monday, which is when I usually do the podcast, and it went really well. Yes, it went really well. So it's available on Amazon if anybody wants to buy it. Again, it's called Chronicles of a Spirit Walker by Uma Alexandra B. Pat. That's moi. And do you want to know how well it did? Do you guys want to know? Well, it placed number one in 5 new release categories. It sure did. 5 categories in new releases. It placed number one. And I am now officially an Amazon best-selling author because it came, I got Amazon best-selling in 4 categories as well on Monday. So 4 categories for Amazon bestseller and 5 categories for number one in new releases. I am super proud. Big shout out to Sue Erda of Powerful You Publishing for publishing my book. Big shout out to everybody, all my clients, my students, my fans, my followers, my family and relatives and loved ones for buying the book. Those sales definitely help to push it up in the Amazon ranking. And I just really am feeling so blessed right now. I came back from a weekend in Vegas. You guys know I'm a live streamer. And for those of you that don't understand live streaming, this part is going to sound a little kind of like I'm speaking Greek to you. But basically, I do make a living on live streams. I'm a full-time live streamer, which means I go on every day and I stream different shows, topics, conversations, psychic readings on this app called Plenty of Fish. If you want to find me, my name is Uma B 1111, UMABEE 1111. And basically you would go to you would download the app Plenty of Fish. Then you would go to the live streaming section, which is separate from the dating section. And then you would look for my name, Uma B 1111, and then you would favorite me. So whenever I go live, you get a little notification saying Uma's live, and then you can come join my live chat. Well, people gift me over there, and that's how I make a living over there, is through the gifts they convert to cash, cold hard cash. And my number one gifter of all time, Tender174, just hit 1 million diamonds on my board. So I took her out to Vegas and I took her for a spa day to thank her so much for her support and her love and her, just her absolute trust in me to become this beautiful live streamer that I am. So yeah, it's been a busy couple months actually, really and truly. It's just been really busy, but here's what I want to say to you guys. It's also not been easy. All right. It's not been easy. And my blog is going to talk about that today. My blog it's not meant to break you. It's meant to make you. And I've had my definite shares of ups and downs in my personal life, in my financial life, in my social life. But you know what? You got to keep going, guys. You got to keep going. So no matter what was happening, tragically for me behind the scenes, I just kept staying focused, kept getting up, and kept doing what I needed to do. And here we are, celebrating the goodness of all that is. So without further ado, let's jump into this podcast. I know you guys have definitely been waiting. And we always start with our affirmation of the day. So take a nice deep breath in. Center yourself to receive this message. This is your affirmation of the day. Today, your affirmation message is, I am aligned. Today, I choose to release all beliefs, people, and energies that no longer serve my highest and greatest good. Today, I choose to release all beliefs, people, and energies that no longer serve my highest and greatest good. So today, your affirmation is saying to stay in alignment, you have to avoid, remove, and negate any negative thoughts, people, or energies that are around you that don't make you feel good. So if you have a friend that doesn't make you feel good today, do not talk to that friend. If you have a belief that doesn't make you feel good today, change that belief. If you have energy around you that doesn't feel good today, walk away from it. All right. So today, that's your message. Choose behaviors, thoughts, actions, people that just make you feel the most happiest, peace, and joy. That is your affirmation of the day. That's a pretty powerful affirmation. And I have to say, before we move into our message from the Ascended Masters, it's kind of like in alignment with what I've been saying just now, right? That you have to just stay focused no matter what. And you have to kind of keep going. Keep going no matter what is trying to prevent you from moving forward. That's so very important. All right, let's see who is our Ascended Master and what their message is for today. This is your message from an Ascended Master today. The Ascended Master today is Angus. He is a Celtic god who helps soulmates and twin flames meet and enjoy harmonious relationships. By the way, a twin flame is an even closer and more eternal version of a soulmate relationship. Angus helps lovers resolve arguments with his magical harp, music, and healing kisses. When Angus first saw a beautiful maiden named Care, he fell deeply in love. Angus followed Care until he found her bound to swans by silver chains. Angus transformed himself into a swan so that he would be forever bound to his twin flame. Call upon Angus to meet your soulmate or twin flame and to resolve quarrels in love relationships. So the message that Angus brings today is twin flame. This card indicates a twin flame relationship, which is the deepest form of romantic love. To form such a partnership, you must follow your inner guidance, learn personal growth lessons, and have patience with divine timing. Once twin flames find each other, everything in their life reaches new heights of love and light. Additional meanings of this card: the person you're inquiring about is your soulmate or twin flame. You will soon be with your twin flame. Keep your heart open, stay positive, and follow your guidance to manifest your prayers about your love life. That is the message from the Celtic god Angus for today. So for those of you that have been wondering about, love-related, situations and whatnot, that's a great message for you, is that if you are inquiring about a person, chances are it's a good person for you, because it might even be a twin flame relationship. By the way, guys, I do love readings, and I do also do twin flame readings. So if you ever want a love relationship, it's complicated, I'm single, where are they kind of reading, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to do that for you. All right, so now it's time for us to read about the blog. And really the theme of the week for me, it's not meant to break you, it's meant to make you. So here we go. I keep seeing too many people who go through things and allowing that thing to bring them down. Stop it. I'm about to be that Aunt B who straightens you up so you can fly right. Now, this post is not for the faint of heart. So if you take things personally, like to make assumptions, want to avoid personal responsibility, then this is not the blog for you. Keep moving on along and find one better suited for your temperament. For the rest of you, here we go. Number 1, stop blaming people. Let's say you got into a relationship with someone, it could be romantic or platonic, and after a period of fun and enjoyment, it ends. Please, for the love of God, stop classifying them and diagnosing them, especially when you don't have a license to do so. It's the funniest thing to me when I hear most people leave a relationship and refer to their exes as a narcissist. Stop it. Just because you didn't get your needs met or that person didn't treat you the way you wanted to be treated doesn't mean there's something psychologically wrong with them. It just means that you two aren't meant for each other and it's time for you to move on. It's that simple, but yet I find many people make excuses for their inability to leave. If I was to reword a scenario, it would go from, oh, I hate my ex, he's such a narcissist, and I'm glad that relationship is over, to I wasn't getting my needs fulfilled, but I was too scared to leave because I'm insecure and anxious about being single. I'm not sure I can get into another relationship. Or I don't want to do the work and start all over again. So I'll just sit here and hope and pray for him to change. The truth is, this universe and you operate by natural laws, and there's a law of free will, which means that nothing can enter your life without your invitation. So whoever is in your life is by your intentional or unintentional focus. Stop blaming them for being there. As a law of attraction coach, I find that most people invite people and things into their life unintentionally, meaning they aren't focused on the right things. Case in point, imagine a woman who only complains that men are dogs and lists all the reasons something is wrong with them. Do you think she's going to attract a sweet, sensitive man capable of loving her? Or is she going to attract exactly what she has been talking about for a while? Bingo. The first step to emotional intelligence is understanding that bad relationships don't come in to break you. They come in to make you choose better so you can have the relationship of your dreams. Number 2, own your stuff. Newsflash, if you are 30s and younger, you're still growing and you're bound to make mistakes. If you mess up, and you know you will, be humble about it. Learn and process, and then allow yourself the freedom to move on from it. Don't become the next category. If you were 30s and older, learn to accept defeat and move on from it. Don't patronize others. Don't put others down. And definitely don't get a gang of your friends to co-sign that you were right and they are wrong. As loving as they are being, they are not helpful. We are not perfect creatures and we aren't expected to be. So we really need to stop holding ourselves to this old paradigm that clearly isn't working anymore. There will always be contrast and turmoil in life. The key to life is not to avoid it or live your life fearing it, but to face things head on and change your attitude when things go south. I'm talking about myself, of course. I used to be the woman who labeled every man as toxic if our relationship didn't work out. But guess what? I grew up and took ownership of my behavior. I stopped fearing change and started asking questions such as, what is this? What is this bringing me? How can I grow from this? What new direction am I heading in because of this? When you start accepting the turmoil that comes with life, you show dominance in personality and power. Why? Because you refuse to be shaken. You understand that the universe is a living, energetic entity only responding to our signals. Nothing more, nothing less. So you learn to take things less personally and redirect a new course. If a relationship ends, I accept it and see it only as a redirection, not a rejection. If that man doesn't want to be with me, he is only making room for the one who can't live without me. If I find out friends aren't really friends to me, I accept it. It only means that I outgrew that energy and I'm now open to inviting in a better fit for friendship. If a job fires me, I accept it. I understand that there is something better coming my way and I need the time off to rest and prepare for this next adventure. Once you start to see things as positive, you gain power over your outside circumstances. It all comes down to mindset. As a former athlete, I can tell you that excellence in a sport is maybe 40% technical and physical skill and definitely 60% mindset. Sometimes I think it's 20% skill and 80% mindset. You got to think the right thoughts to make this life work. So the next time you have a shakeup in life, please remember, it came in to make you, not break you. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep it moving. So far, you have succeeded 100% of the times you were knocked down. Own your thoughts and see your life flourish in amazing ways. I hope you guys like that because I really love that blog. I do a lot of work as a law of attraction coach. So, if you're in the market, you're looking. I do have 1 month, 3 month, and 6 month programs. They're intensives where you work one on one with me. Shameless plug, of course. Hey, it's my podcast. I can do what I want, right? Isn't that how that works? But definitely, law of attraction has changed my life because I've been through some of the worst things you can imagine. People have been unnaturally cruel to me. I know someone wrote on my Facebook, who would be so cruel to you? You're so adorable. I know, right? But they've been a lot of people who've been unnecessarily cruel to me. And I think it's not because I'm attracting it. I think it's because I am a very generally nice person. I'm trusting, I'm kind, I'm truthful, I'm honest. And I think there's not a lot of people like me in the world. Everybody has an agenda or manipulative or controlling or whatever else. And I just kind of go with the flow. So I think when people get around me, they use me for that. And I'm becoming better as I get older in learning how to step away, how to move on, and how to find the people that are just like me. I've actually started to make some new friends recently that are very trusting, open, and honest like me. And I'm enjoying spending my time with them because, like attracts like and all of that stuff. All right, let's get into your reading for the week. Remember, we do the reading for the week with 3 cards. So close your eyes, center yourself, and let's get into it. This is the reading for the week of Monday, March 27th. So we have 3 cards with clarifying cards. And remember, these cards are to tell you what is happening the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday, the middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, and the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So let's jump in with the beginning of the week. Monday, Tuesday, oof, some sort of energy out here. We have 7 of air, clarified by the devil, and 10 of cups. Now remember, guys, this is a general reading. So if it doesn't resonate, just ignore it and take what fits. But for some of you, you have interfering forces in your life. The 10 of Cups is the happily ever after. It's the love of your life. It's the romance. It's the happy friends, happy lover, happy husband, happy wife, happy children, that. But with the 7 of air and the devil, this tells me that there are people interfering in your life. They might be manipulating you. They might be lying to you, or they might just be causing separation from you and the person that you love. So be aware of those energies, all right? I can't tell why they're doing this. Some of them just need to feel importance. They want your attention, they want your energy. So they know if you go to your person that they're not going to have that anymore. So they're trying to deny that. Some of them might have an interest in you. They want you for themselves. They don't want you to be with that person or that family or whatnot. Or some of them are just negative within themselves and just don't want to see you happy. But whatever their reasons, that doesn't concern you, right? What concerns you is the fact that there is some interfering energy out here that is trying to prevent you from being with the one that you love. So that is the information for Monday and Tuesday. Now for Wednesday and Thursday, we have a change in energy. The 4 of Fire is the happily ever after. I call that my marriage card. And that card is clarified by the 2 of Swords and the Hierophant. So what this tells me is that Wednesday, Thursday, you do break free of whatever that negative energy is around you Monday, Tuesday, and you start to think for yourself. The 2 of Swords tells me that you were in 2 minds because you were listening to advice from other people and listening to your heart, and they were not lining up. The Hierophant tells me that you've spent some time in quiet meditation, deep thoughts, thinking about what you really want, and you realize to yourself what your happily ever after is, and you're going to go for it. So Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to see a lot of people shifting in the direction that they truly want to be in, and that does mean letting go of outside forces that may have been preventing them from moving in that direction. And for the weekend, we have the King of Air. I love this brilliant card. Followed by the 5 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. This is success coming in over the weekend. You've been feeling left out in the cold. You've been feeling abandoned, but by the weekend, you are seen as a leader among people. So something changes. And I think it was that time you spent with the Hierophant over Wednesday, Thursday that you found yourself and you remember who the F you really are. All right. Because you have two kings. You have the King of Air and King of Pentacles. So this is you being a leader, being logical, being in abundance, expansion. It's just like you really standing in your glory and your power. So even though the week started kind of rocky with other people interfering, by you detaching from the people and finding power within yourself, you remember who you are. And by the weekend, we're going to see you shining brilliantly about that. That is the reading for the week of Monday, March 27th. But remember, guys, whenever you hear this on a recording, Spirit wants you to hear this message, all right? So don't worry too much about the timing and listen more to the message. That is your message of the day. That is a great message. And I'm telling you right now, like, I've been feeling that energy a lot as well. And I've been just pulling away from people because Spirit, one thing about me is that Spirit is always going to show me the truth and the light. And no, that's not just a Uma thing. That's a everybody thing. Remember, guys, I meditate every day, okay? So as much as I want to sit here and say I'm special, I am, but I'm not. I am, but I'm not, right? You're special too. And all you got to do is spend time with Spirit. And if you allow yourself to spend time with Spirit, then what happens? You're going to know what you need to know. And Spirit's been telling me for a while, not everybody around you, Uma, wants the best for you. In fact, there's people around you that are talking about you and discussing your personal life. And me being a person that is very private, because y'all know I'm a social media personality now. Uma made it to the big times. What? People asking for my autograph? Hello, right? I got to definitely be aware of the company I keep and make sure that I'm surrounded by the right people. So I was talking to my best friend Sarah this morning because she's really now the only person I confide in anymore after realizing certain things over the weekend. And the thing is I want to say this to everybody. We are entering into a very tricky time. You know, Pluto moving into Saturn and Pluto moving into Aquarius and Capricorn after being God, why am I getting this wrong? Pluto is moving into Pisces after being in Capricorn and Aquarius for so long. And it's going to be sitting in Pisces for like the next, 12 years or something. It's going to be there for a long time. And it hasn't been here since like the 17th century. But a lot of things we're going to realize is you're going to want to become more secretive and more quiet about what's going on in your life, because there's just going to be a lot of people sharing a lot of information. And if you don't want your information out there, you need to really start buckling down. So as I've told my best friend Sarah, just you and me, girl, just you're the only one that's going to be knowing my personal thoughts from this day forward, because I know Sarah, and Sarah's going to go to the grave with everything I tell her. Just the same way I'm going to go to the grave for her with everything she tells me. We're just kind of like that. So find you one person, not a group, and just confide in that person, because it's about to get real sketchy when this Pluto makes changes in the signs. All right, guys, that's it for now. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast. I hope that you love it. Please share with your friends. Please like the video, show your support for me, and drop a comment. A big shout out to Morella. I see you on my YouTube dropping comments. Thank you, girl. I love the love. And thank you to everybody who's been supporting me. Definitely check my website, thelotusandthelight.com, for news of upcoming events. I will be having an event tonight. Today is Tuesday, March 28th. I have a free Reiki online channeling circle. Thursday, I have psychic readings. And then Sunday, I will be at the annual Pathways Expo in McLean, Virginia. I will be autographing my book, so I will have my books there for sale, or you can bring your copy and I would autograph it for you. And I will be doing readings, and I'm also doing a workshop on 5 tips to living with your psychic mediumship abilities. It's a free workshop. It's only $10 to attend the whole expo. And of course, if you want a reading with me, it costs extra, but it's really just $10 to come in, come say hi, take a photo with me, let me sign your book. And then if you want to come to my free class, feel free to come to my free class. All right. That is this Sunday, April 2nd at Pathways Expo. All right, guys, that's it for now. Love you lots. I'll see you next week. Bye.